Hello everyone, welcome back to another session with me. I'm Sanyukta Saxena and this will be the second session on the Tangle Rambles. A very simple tangle to draw. This is the first tile that we drew in which we just use the tangle running through my tile from one end to the other. A simple use of the tangle. You can use it in many different ways, and today we are going to try another way to use the tangle, and that is to wrap it around some tangle. Yeah. So what we are going to do is, this is a Zendala in front of me, and I'm going to use my pencil and just place probably a nice perk, nice and big perk. So for that I have drawn this loop, right? And then I'm with my pencil only, since we are drawing it for the first time, I'm going to draw rambles all around. So here it will go behind. Then assuming that it is going behind, then again I will turn it like this, right? And then again it is coming forward here like this, right? And then again going behind, and then again coming out like this, something like this. Yeah. So using my pencil so that I can explain you better how to go about doing it. Yeah. So first let us ink our ribbon. So I'm going to first draw the first line like this. Yeah. Then I'm going to add the second to add that 3D effect. Yeah. So this will come down, in fact, something like this, again like this, and like this. Yeah. So it changed compared to what I drew with my pencil. So you may have to use your eraser here a little. First time. Yeah. Maria is going to kill me if she sees me using an eraser on my tile. So that pencil line is just for reference if you're drawing it for the first time, right? So that's what was intended, to wrap it around my perk. Yeah. So now we can go ahead and draw our perk. So first thing when we draw our perk is these nice slanting stripes wrapped around my egg. Yeah. The shape is kind of an egg shape that we draw like a loop. So now go ahead and draw your perk. So an interesting way to use your rambles, that's why I thought I'll show it to you. Yeah. So once we have drawn our slanting lines, next step is to draw these orbs starting from the center first, preferably. So draw first the center line. Wherever there is a need to draw behind, do that. Yeah. Going to the next layer, small little intersectices, just fill it at the same time. You can also draw one at a time to all. Yeah, entirely up to you. How do you want to go about? So just keep adding one to all. So I'm kind of squeezing in orbs here, not drawing complete. They are kind of drawn behind. And small little intersectices there, just go back to them either at the same time or probably later, whichever way you want, and ink it. Yeah. Like this. So completing one side now. They look nice if they are kind of bulging out. Looks more natural, right? So that was one side. Going on to the next, the other side. Again, Small little spaces left here and there. Just ink it, preferably at the same time. Like this. Yeah. So doing that for all. You can squeeze one or two more. Take your time. Slowly do that exercise. Zentangle original perk. Requires kind of a focus, little focus. Yeah. So that's my perk and that's my ribbon running through it. If you want, you can always deck it up more. So we'll do that later. Let us now move on to our next set of tangles. So as far as this ribbon is concerned, I'm again going to add an aura inside because it looks nice. Yeah, again, a close aura inside so that if you want to insert anything inside it, still the ribbon stands out. Yeah, going somewhere inside there again. Like that. Yeah. Now let us move on to our other tangles. So there is lot of space here. So it is entirely up to you. What do you want to do with that space, right? So let us probably insert few other tangles. Like first, let us add a border. I'm using my pen. Right, and then what I'm going to do is probably draw something like a fescue, feather fescue, right? So drawing a stem from one side to the other like this, right? And then going to add some fescues, so some bit of weight as I start the line and then release that weight as you proceed further. Yeah, so I'm pressing my pen a little bit. So you can do that with your pen if you want, if you don't want to press your micron. Drawing fescues on a stem, the slight feather. Again, an interesting tangulation of fescue that came out in one of the project packs. Yeah, again going to do the same on the other side. Probably some will be hidden there. Putting a little pressure as I start the stroke. Like this. You can draw some showing here, probably a few, right? Add a little weight to this line. And then again I'm going to do the same thing. Right? So just draw some beautiful fescues. Some hidden ones there. Some showing randomly. Like this. Yeah, so that was fescue, feather like a feather running through. Now we have some other spaces, so I'm just going to probably go with some diva dance flowers probably, or you can add some bronze chair flowers, right? So I'm just going with simple bronze chair in the shape of flower, right? So started with a normal flower. It's again a bronze chair tangulation, and then just keep extending it. Draw behind, so when you go further just reduce the size of the consecutive petals as if it is behind. Yeah, small little weights here and there, good idea. Like this. Yeah, you can extend it more if you want. So I'm going to place one or two more like this, exactly the same fashion. Just start like a flower, add little weight in between, and then just build on it like this. Yeah, so I'm going to just continue. Like this. Yeah, so I'm done with drawing my bronze chair tangulation, the flowers. I'm also adding some normal bronze chairs the way it is usually drawn. So you can draw it in the form of a bunch, or you can just insert it any which ways you want. Yeah, so I'm just drawing whichever way I feel like, not thinking much what where, like this, right? So now there are some more spaces left, up to you entirely. How do you want to, what do you want to do that? How do you want to fill it up? Or you can also leave it empty. So entirely up to you. Just go with what you feel like. I also do the same when I'm drawing the tile, no matter how much I plan. So probably there is some bit of drama that is missing, so I'm just going to add probably some bands like Marasu, like these, and ink some of the bands. Yeah, so leave a highlight like this, and similarly here probably add a band like this, just like Marasu. Yeah, and then I'm going to just ink, leaving a highlight, so that will add a little bit of drama to my tile. Yeah, Take your time and do that exercise slowly. Ink the sections alternatively, just like we do for Marasu. Yeah. So it will immediately add that drama to your tile. Right. So let me just do that and come back to you. Simple inking, nothing else. Yeah. So I'm done with that exercise. Now the last thing that I'm going to do is add the tangle doodah inside my ribbon. The rambles. Doodah, again a Zentangle original, lines from both sides. Just stop short of touching the other side, a little short of touching the other side. Yeah, like this. Spaces are small, so you need to concentrate and slowly draw the tangle inside the ribbon. Take your time, no hurry. Take one stroke at a time. That's the back side, I think. So if you want, you can do that. So these will be the back side, and I'm just drawing it for the front, or you can draw it throughout. Maybe there is design on both sides of the rambles. That's okay. Like this. Yeah. Probably you can extend it a little more. Something like this. Yeah, starting somewhere there. A little bit of doodah there. Yeah. Or if you want, you can draw it throughout. Probably I'll draw it throughout. Like this. Yeah. So it stands out, doesn't get lost among the other tangles. Yeah, so you can do that. Take your time. Spaces are small. Do that exercise throughout. Yeah. Now let us move on to shading our tile. As far as pork is concerned, I'm just going to darken one side. You can always shade on these orbs, under the orbs. Yeah. But I'm going to shade it a little differently. I'm going to darken one side like this. Yeah. And then blend it. So, yeah. Just pull the graphite away. Let the edges be dark. Something like this. Yeah. So bring in the graphite to about half of my pork. Like this. And making sure that the ends are darker. So if you think it has gone light, you can add some more graphite there at the ends. Yeah, and then on the feather fescues, just on one side, like this. Yeah. Coming on to our Bronx cheers flowers. Again, I'm going to add on one side. That's the best, I think, way to shade it. Looks really nice when shaded like this. Just darken one side. Take it to about half. Yeah. Same for the other side. Take your time. Give as much time to shading as you do for tangling. Don't haste up. Your tangles start to breathe after you shade them. They come alive. Yeah. Then these Marasu bands on the white portion. No need to add on the black. There is already a highlight there in place. Take your time. Yeah. And then comes our ribbon. So ribbon, it is a good idea to use your watercolor pencil because it's already shaded the perk. So I'm going to add a line with my watercolor pencil under my ribbon. Something like this, because I need the darkness to show over my already shaded perk, right? So where it is not there, where the things are white, I can always go with the pencil like this. But where it is above my perk, I have used my watercolor pencil, the gray watercolor pencil, and now I'm going to use my brush and just slightly blend to add a little extra darkness there because it is over my already shaded perk. Yeah, so that's the main reason for using the watercolor. If you have darker pencils, you can always use that. Feel free to use that. Yeah, so this way it shows more. Where it is not on the perk, just go with simple graphite shading. You don't need to do much there. Yeah. Now comes our chalk. So you can add a little here also. Again, use your brush. To add that extra darkness. Yeah. Like this. So now what I'm going to do is use my chalk pencil and highlight the other side of my perk. Where I have not added graphite, just add your chalk. Similarly on the Bronx cheer flowers. On the other side. Like this. Yeah, there's already a highlight there. You can also add chalk here. Little bit. Just blend it. And that's about it. I think we don't need to do anything else to our tile. If you want, you don't like these empty spaces, it's absolutely fine. You can leave it like that. But if you don't want, then you can always add some dewdrops, some black pearls. Yeah, oh, that's brown. So I'm just going to go with some simple black pearls like these. Yeah, big ones. Right, and if you have your brush pen handy, or it's okay with your pencil also, you can always add a shadow there, a slight shadow under your black pearl, something like this, and you're sorted. Yeah, so let us close our tile. Here, place your chop, sign and date. Right, and I shall see you again, and we shall use the Tangle Ramble in a few more ways, different ways, interesting ways. Yeah, till then, have a good time. Bye bye.